Do you face problems in your relationships? Sadhguru says that love and relationships are two different things. Love is a state, while a relationship is a transaction. How does meditation affect your love, relationship, and sexuality? Let's hear what Sadhguru says.
I've got two questions, sir. Love is categorized into various types, like maternal love, paternal love, love between siblings, between spouse, between man and woman. I want to know whether there is any correlation between sex, love and meditation. That is the first question. Second is Shiv and Shakti. Shakti is energy and energy is matter. Can we say it is consciousness, if we can translate it into English, consciousness and matter?
Second question, no. It's a complete… there's too much of wrong depiction happening. I don't know if we have the time to look at that, because that's a certain dimension of life which has to be looked at in a certain way. But the first one, there is… see, I think we've already gone through this. See, love is not about somebody, please understand. A relationship is about somebody. We hold different relationships with different kinds of people, isn't it? Depending upon what is the nature of activity we are in. Now, your child comes here, out of your love, you grab him and put him on your lap. Your neighbor comes, please don't do that. But can you love your neighbor equally like this, without grabbing him? Can you love your dog as much as your mother, I'm asking you? Dog and mother, he's comparing. Stupid nonsense, tell me, when you're really feeling wonderful about your dog, is it any less than anything or any more than anything? Huh? So, your mother comes, you go and do this and express your love. Your dog comes, boo 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 boo, you do. Love is not about somebody, it's the way you are within yourself. But we hold different relationships. Our relationship with the dog is one way, with our mother another way, with our child another way, with a friend another way, with a working relationship it's another way. Every relationship, it's a different kind of transaction, isn't it? And if you do not know what is the purpose of the transaction and the nature of this transaction, you will obviously mess it up. You'll obviously mess it up, it doesn't matter how close they are to you, you will see it'll got… Many number of people it's happened, people who thought they are one and they'll never get separated are in horrible, hateful situations between them, not because of anything else, not because they're bad people, not because something else, just that you do not understand the limitations, you mistake action and the way to be. Relationships are transactions. Transactions have to be managed sensibly. You can't hold same transaction with everybody, polygamy.
Why am I being made the poster?
Not you, not you, it's a concept. It's a concept. You're not the only one who's aspiring for that. So it's a conceptually, it is just that. So you need to have this understanding, what is being, what is doing. If this distinction is not there, then you'll mix it up and you think this is that, that is this. I love you is a fake statement. I'm in love, all right. I can't love you, it's not possible. I can transact with you in a certain way, but I'm loving. Because I'm loving, the transaction also has that quality. If I'm not loving, the transaction will not have that quality, isn't it? Love is a certain way to be. Relationship is a transaction. Transaction has to go by the laws of the transaction. If you try to push it beyond that, it'll break. But how you feel within yourself, nobody has any business with it. Nobody should be able to do anything about it. You feel wonderful within yourself, in your thought, in your emotion, in your body, in your energies. This is the way you should be. If you're feeling sweet in your emotion, you're loving towards everything that you set your eyes upon. But the transaction is different. How I am, how I transact with somebody, I cannot transact with you just like that, isn't it? But I don't have to feel any different, because this is the way I've decided to be within myself. Why? Because you have been chemically poisoned from internally. This is nature's trick of somehow seeing that you reproduce. Don't think nature is interested whether you love somebody or you don't love somebody. Nature is interested that you reproduce, because otherwise the species will end. All this drama around it needs to happen because if you simply go for reproduction, you feel like an animal. Having evolved beyond that, somehow you feel uncomfortable. So you want to add all these songs, what are the dialogues? Sing one song from… You have to do all this to make you feel like it's something else, it's not about this. But no, sexuality is just that, hormonally driven. Is it good, bad? There is no such judgment, it's not for you to judge it's good or bad. The question is for you personally, how strong a force is it within you? How is it connected to meditation? The word meditation in English language doesn't mean anything, actually. That's why everybody uses it. If you close your eyes and sit, in English they will say you're meditating. With eyes closed you can do many things. So meditation is a quality, its meditativeness is a quality, not an act. If I do this, is it meditation? No. If I do that, is it meditation? No. If I do that, is it meditation? Yes. This meditation, yes. I think this will put you in the right perspective. It once happened, this was a Sufi master called Ibrahim. Ibrahim gathered a few people in his place and he was trying to train people. One evening, two of his disciples meet and they're frustrated, and one guy says, "Hey, I want to smoke, but I don't know what the master will say." The other guy says, "Even I want to smoke." Then why don't we ask him? They decide. They decide to ask him separately. Next day evening, one guy is sitting there in the garden frustrated, another guy comes smoking. Said, "Hey, you're smoking? Master told me not to smoke and you're smoking." That guy asked, "What did you ask the master?" He said, "I asked him, can I smoke when I'm meditating?" He said, "No." "Ah, that's your problem. I asked him, can I meditate when I'm smoking?" He said, "Yes."
A relationship is a transaction that needs a lot of attention and care. They are variable and not absolute. Sadhguru says that people are getting attracted to the trend of relationships because they do not consider themselves complete, which is wrong. Have a look.
But he must be punished. Either by you or somebody, he must be punished. What kind of punishment do you normally give to people? Already enough punishment has been given, isn't it? Already it's been given. The ugliness, the nastiness, the silent treatment, everything has happened. So what more punishment you want to give? There's no remorse on the other side because people are doing what they want to do, not what you want them to do, always. And that may not be in your interest, but they're doing what they want to do. Is it right, wrong? I'm not going into the morality of it. I want you to understand the mechanics of the situation. Somebody is doing what they want to do. Now you think they must be punished. Probably they have not broken any law, otherwise they would be anyway punished. They're breaking an understanding between two people. Probably you misunderstood the understanding. You believed that these understandings are absolute. They are not. Please look at it as it is. You have to conduct it right. So, no, I'm doing my best. Obviously somebody feels your best is not good enough for them. No, I want you to come to terms with this. This is not about… I'm not saying what they're doing is right or wrong, that's not for me to say. All I'm saying is, this is how human beings are functioning for ages and still are. I'm saying, first of all, you need to understand, relationships will never ever be absolute. There will be variables that it's juggling that you have to do. If you're juggling with fireballs, sometimes it'll spill out. Takes lot of skill and attention. Nowhere in the history of humanity, or today, or in any time in future, will human relationships be absolute. Though every person who gets little romantic believes that this is going to be an absolute relationship, there is no such thing about it. A relationship is a variable, always. You have to conduct it on a daily basis. One day if you don't conduct it properly, it may go somewhere. Yes or no? So if you want to have an absolute relationship, you should not choose human beings. Human relationships are variables, needs lot of attention. So that's why some people decide in their life they don't have the time and the energy to manage such things, so they take another path where there is no such obligation. They close their eyes, they're by themselves, they don't care who is around them, what's around them. So you can't do that. If this is a full life, this is complete by itself. But right now, you made it in such a way that this cannot exist with that one and that one, without that one and that one and that one. I think it's best. In trying to punish somebody, you will only end up punishing yourself. They're doing what they want to do. It's best that you see what is it that you really want with your life. You don't have to react to them and do something stupid like them. You just have to sit down and look at this. When your illusions are broken, you're disillusioned right now, it's a very good thing. If your illusions are broken, that means life is bringing you closer to reality, isn't it? So this is an opportunity for you to sit down and see, what is the nature of my life? Why is it? See, this piece of life is a complete piece of life, isn't it so? Is it half a life? Are you a half a life or a full life? Full life. Why is it that it feels so incomplete that it needs another person to fill this life? Why is it? It's time to look at it, isn't it? Punishing somebody else is not going to transform your life, not going to make your life beautiful in any way. Some sick satisfaction you'll have for 2 days, after that you'll feel guilty about that also. Yes, initially when this emotion is hot, it gives you satisfaction. After some time when you look back, you'll feel ashamed of yourself. So don't go that way. So somewhere it's an incomplete life, or at least it has not realized the fullness of its nature, isn't it? This is a complete piece of life, packed with creator and creation together. Very great combination. If you… this is a time when life knocks at your door like this, it's time you look deeper rather than reacting and trying to fix somebody else. You can be denied only because you are in a certain illusory state of believing that this is half a life and it needs another half from somewhere. No, this is a complete life. If you blossom as a complete life, you will see relationships will be of a completely different nature. It will be more of coming together and sharing, not of extracting. It has to transform. If it has to transform, you have to transform. This is a great opportunity somebody has given you. Stop using this word, somebody cheated me. Just say somebody is pushing you towards ultimate reality from an illusory state. We must thank that person. That's a great thing. Instead of keeping you in an illusion, instead of keeping you in your life for a whole lifetime, So soon, they're making you realize this. Otherwise, you will know this at the time of your death. Yes. You'll know at the time of your death, when you're dying, I'm scared, why don't you come with me? You'll say, no. So at that last moment, instead of knowing, it's better to know now.
This is all about the thoughts of Sadhguru on the correlation between love, meditation, and sexuality. There is a difference between love, which is a state, and a relationship, which is a transaction. Relationships require care and attention to grow. Click on the videos shown above to get more wisdom from Sadhguru. Did you like the insights by Sadhguru on the topic? What would you like to see in the next video? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.